Hello and welcome to Illeys YouTube channel, where you can get help, tips and tricks about your computer, how to use your computer. And if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. We'll be highly grateful if you would do that. So stay tuned. Let's start our lesson tonight, and tonight is about how to disable Windows 10 privacy settings, stop Microsoft from spying on you, turn off Windows privacy issues, data collection as much as possible. This is our lesson. If you have a great concern about Windows 10 privacy data collecting, then you should consider using actually this lesson. And then let's start now. Where we should go now, we will hit the start button and then go to start menu, and then we hit settings. This window will pop up, and this window we will choose the list. You can see system devices, phones, network and internet, personalization, apps, accounts, time and language, gaming, ease of access, search, privacy, update and security. What we are going to use now is we will hit a privacy, and as you could see now on this pop-up window that came up, if you go to, you can read privacy general, you can see I have all switched off. There is no need for me to enable it, because let apps use advertising ID to make ads more interesting to you based on your app's activity. Turning this off will reset your ID. So let websites provide locally relevant content by accessing my language list. So for me, I don't need it, and I have simply disabled. You can see also a speech here I have actually disabled, so I don't need that. Ink and typing, I don't need anyone to record my keyboard typing. Diagnostic and feedback, what I have used actually here is the diagnostic. Required diagnostic data, send only info about your device. So what I did is simply I've chosen optional diagnostic data, activity history. You can see activity history. So I simply chosen store my activity history on this device, which I'm going to get rid of it. I will also clear my history. In this case, this small windows pops up, so I agree to it. So I don't need anything, because, and the most important thing is your location, where you're located on planet Earth. In my case, I simply devices I have is off. If you really want to do it, you can do so. It's up to you. My camera as well, I have simply switched off, except some apps. As you would see, it is turning now to show. For instance, if you are using Skype, you can allow only Skype, and I simply switched off. Suppose if you are using, actually I don't use it, but just in case you use Skype for your communicating your loved ones or your friends, your colleagues, no matter, you can simply enable it and then allow the camera and the Skype only. You can see it. You can allow only camera and Skype only. In my situation, I don't use it, so I simply disable it. So in that situation, so I don't use it. Microphone, like I'm using now, I cannot simply disable it, otherwise I will not be able to actually record it. So as you can see, it's the camera. I don't think the camera is needed here, so I simply disable it. But a voice recorder I have to, because otherwise I cannot do it, this recording. Voice activation, in this situation, if you want to do it, you can do it. I simply switched off, and I would advise you to do so. It's up to you what you want to do it. In this situation, notification, I don't need it, so I simply switched off. Yeah, disabled. Account information, I simply is off. I don't need anybody to contact me. You can see it, email and account and everything. Call history, I simply disabled. You can do so if you want. Call history access for this device is on, so I change it. So let me do that. I switch off, as you can see it. All right, so let me continue. Also contacts, I don't need anyone, so contact access for this device is on. As you can see, I simply disable it now. Disable it. Yeah, is off, as you can see. Calendar, I don't need Microsoft to use and share with my calendar, so I simply disable it. Phone calls, you see, phone calls accept for this device is on, so I simply disable it. I would advise you to do so, it's up to you. Call history, I simply is off. Email, the same thing. Email access for this device is on, so I simply switch off as well, and I would advise you to do so unless otherwise you need it. Messaging, I don't need it, so messaging access for this device is on, so I change it. This small windows will pop up and I disable it, so you do so as well. Radio is on, so I simply disable it. As you can see, it's now off. Other devices, so if you are connected to other devices, is off. In my case, app and diagnostic is on, so I'm going to change it, so allow access to app diagnostic info on this device. I don't need it in my case, so I simply disable it. If you want to do so, it's up to you, it is your own choice. So automatic file downloads, in this situation I disabled. Documents as well is on, so as you can see, document library access for this device is on, so I'm going to change it. This small windows will pop up, so I simply disable it. Pictures, so picture library access for this device is on, so I simply disable it, and I would advise you to do so. I would recommend you to do so. Videos is on, as you can see, video library access for this device is on, so I change it, so I simply disable it. File system is off, so as you can see here, I have done my bit, so I want you to do also your bit. If you are really interested about your privacy, the bigger companies are violating and nobody's doing anything about it. No one can guarantee you anything on the internet, but at least if you could do this, I think it will be worthwhile, and it will help you, I think. And those of you who didn't even know about this, they can do so. And as soon as you see this lesson, which I'm going to offer to my friends, and I've got this channel is Illeys is multilingual. I speak also Somali, Dutch, and English, so this is for non-Somali speaking public to benefit and take advantage of it. If you are new to this Illeys channel YouTube, please consider subscribing, and if you think someone out there will benefit, please share it, because sharing is caring. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next lessons. Take care.